Alright, what is up today, guys? We are going to be doing some champs with a basilisk deck. This is sponsored by Copycat. This is Champskilisk. I haven't done champions yet today, so this is my first run. We're at 0 wins at the moment, so yeah, we'll see how the basilisk does. Personally, I think basilisk is really good for countering tech, but I think it's not a very good win condition on its own. So I think it really, it beats other players' tech, but isn't that great on its own. Like, you're not going to win a game just because you made a basilisk. Like, you can with a titan, or an avatar, or a mammoth, or I don't know, what else is there? Oh, I forgot that we were a rifle missile deck, and not a wheel deck. Like rockworm. Rockworm, you can win a game by just making a rockworm, pretty much. Basilisk is not like that. It doesn't just dominate everything on the ground. So yeah. I'll be interested to see how this goes. Obviously, it is an amazing tech counter, though, so it does give you the ability to beat opposing tech units very easily. Alright, this guy's gone Harvester Bikes, which is the same thing I did. Laser drones, what if there's some lasers? Now, we don't have a Phantom. Our anti-air is all War Factory based, apart from the lasers. So, laser drones, shades are both going to be really good against us. Shades especially. Shades are going to be an absolute nightmare. I suspect Cattle's gunship will also be very good against us. That is just the nature of playing Nod, though, that you're going to be bad against air. That is just part of playing Nod, generally speaking. Looks like we're pretty much fine for this first missile. No problems there. We'll make a couple more lasers, I guess. How close are we to Basilisk? Actually pretty far away. The 90 cost for the tech lab means that the first Basilisk is 210 Tiberium. That's a lot. I can make a lot of units for 210 Tiberium. I could make, what, 7? I can make 7 bike squadrons for the cost of 1 Basilisk. It's pretty difficult for 1 Basilisk to outperform 7 bike squadrons. That's kind of one of the big problems with tech. It's always been the problem, right? So the only reason to make the Basilisk is when I have so much money that I might as well. Which is like now, I had so much cash that I might as well make a Basilisk. Because like, I can make a bike or a Basilisk and still have money left over. But yeah, that game was obviously not super close. So, not a lot to be said there.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, this time we're going to remember to go rifles first. Against Vol Idiot. A weird name. I wonder if that means something in a different language, and that's why I think it's weird. He's gone, that looks like it's double harvester. He's gonna go check. Yeah, okay, so we'll go double rifle. I think we should maybe go double halve against double halve, because we can't make our basilisk to counter enemy tech unless we have 2 harvesters as well. But I don't really want to, I don't think my late game is necessarily good enough to guarantee I win late game. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of a tough decision to make. He opens Razorback as well. Oops. Okay, well we're going to win this missile pretty quickly. We have 1 harvester versus 2, so not too difficult to do. The problem is going to be when his tech starts rolling out. I probably won't be able to afford my basilisk yet. Great. He's spending a lot of money though. Like, I've spent a lot less than he has on the units, which means that my basilisk might come out at the same time as his tech unit. Yeah, I can make a basilisk here. I don't think it's worth it yet to make the basilisk. We're not so rich that I'm willing to spend all of my money on a basilisk. If we make it to like 200 tib, like probably around the next year, yeah, like now I can make a basilisk since I still have some cash left over. And then I can use the basilisk to try and kill these friends. So. That's unfortunate. Got use Solomon. Alright, let's get a Chuggy then. That's the other problem with like this basilisk as our tech unit. You spend all your money on the basilisk, he iron cannons it, he's actually ahead on the trade. But it slows down his titan, right? So it's probably fine.
You are victorious. objective received. Brothers, move out. Harvester ready. Roll the crystal. What's needed?
So we got harvester and shots. We get second rifle and put it together. Classic concave action. Don't think we're gonna win this fight because we got there a little late. But let's find out. Oh no, it looks like we still win. We lose only one guy. Alright, it wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna back off. I want this to be charging. There's another shock. So he's overcommitted on shocks now. This is kind of, I know I've talked about this a lot before, but for those of you who haven't seen the videos where I talk about it, or I haven't mentioned it recently, this is kind of why shocks are bad. Because to fight the 2 rifles, he had to make 3. I made 3 rifles and he made 3 shots to fight them. So he spent 120 on infantry, and I have spent 30 on infantry. So I have 90 Tiberium that I can use to make a chemical buggy. Like 90 more Tiberium than him. I can make a chemical buggy, and he doesn't have any spare money to counter it. So you can make your opponent spend a bunch of money on shocks or flames, then you get to counter, and they don't have enough money to counter back, which just puts you really far ahead. Here comes some Grens. Don't really care about Grens. Grens kind of bad. I'm not going to drive into them, but I'm going to tank with these rifles and try and put a cloud down and then run away. So we put the cloud down and leave. Yep, this is why Grens are bad. This is why Chuggy's insane as well, because he can do this. So that Gren is a 70 cost counter to this Chuggy, basically, or like soft counter, but it's still meant to be a counter. And he's about to lose a second one, so that's 140 he spent on Grens. And he has just killed my first Chuggy. And he's lost 2 Grens doing it. Look how much money I have. I'm so far ahead in the economy because of the amount that these Grens lose him. So I can just go and use a basilisk to start countering the Grens. And yeah, that's kind of why. That's why Chuggy's insane and why shocks and Grens are terrible. Basilisk is gonna chew through these Grens. It's actually killing them even faster than I expected. And Basilisk kills things pretty quickly.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
Siggy? Siggy? Wheel opening. Sure, we'll back up.
Tiberium is calling. Unit ready.
I don't want to go in if he has a second wheel coming. I don't see the second wheel, so there it is. I get second laser. Yeah, this wheel's gonna. He moved this wheel too aggressively. He needs to keep it with the other wheel to fight lasers. I want to go and see what he's making next. It might be Chuggy. He's made a lot of wheels. Normally people make 2 wheels and then switch. Okay, there it is. I was gonna say normally people make 2 wheels and then switch, but he went 3, which means he might have Chuggy. But no, he went into Flamers, so the Flamers are a little bit more expensive than Militants or Fanatics, which is probably what the delay was. Maybe some bites as well. The Flamer's not going to live long enough. Yeah. I was considering boosting, but you could see the Flamer wasn't going to live long enough. There wasn't really a need to do so. Now we just combo laser and Chuggy.
Unit offline. Unit ready. Lasers for the Brotherhood. Lasers. I hear that I'm green and mean. Come on. Greeny meanie.
Oh, an obelisk. Kind of scary.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
I need to get rid of this obelisk before I can bring another. Chuggy in. Alright, the lasers are gonna handle that. It's almost dead. Don't think we need to do anything here. Laser Chuggy is pretty much covered. Yeah, Laser Chuggy too strong. Pretty much the only units I need to make. Yeah, Laser Chuggy is insane.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1. New objective received. Harvester ready. For the crystals.
Not too worried about this scout rifle. Doesn't really do much. Surprised he's parked it up here as well. Normally when people do that, it means they're going to follow up with another unit to try and harass the harvester, but looks like he's just scouting with it. I'm going to move this guy up so I get a better vision of this tile here, so I can see if something's heading that way. I'm just going to chill. I might go chuggy. I might just counter whatever he does. I don't really care that his rifles are killing my harvester. It's going to take me forever. Yeah, there's a tile.
Attack bike ready to roll. Boyka missile. What's needed? Militia here.
Yeah, he was obviously hoping I'd be distracted by him attacking my harvester with the rifles, but like whatever, right? It's rifles. It takes him like 2 minutes to kill a harvester. I do want to go and see if he has another harvester. I'm going to send these bikes in to tank the rifles and then follow up with my rifles, so that we eat the defender's advantage effectively. And I'm going to go and have a look. Yep, second harvester confirmed. Now, I was going to do very little, but if he has second harvester, I need to get aggressive, so I'm going to do that. There's the Wolverine. Don't really care too much about a Wolverine. Kind of a terrible unit. We just made the basilisk, right? That's kind of why it's in the deck, is to counter enemy tech, so we'll just bring this basilisk out. Zones also lose to basilisk, by the way. And that could be game over.
Your will, Commander.
Oops. I don't think he claimed that tile, to be honest with you.
Unit offline. Beyond my gaze, like a burning rubber. Buggy in motion.
Unit in hand.
I'm green and mean.
The whole 4 zones. Having to deal with a basilisk and a chuggy feels bad, man. Feels real bad.
Unit offline. Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
Adamantium katana. Wow, okay. I can dig it. Whoa, no adamantium katana. I can't dig it. What is this? How dare you try and M-jizzle me? How dare you, Sirrah? Unacceptable. Oh, it lives as well? That's pretty sad. Let's get some rivals. I need to, yeah, kind of needs to, maybe I should have pushed this rifle in to finish it off. I can always go double half and basilisk to kill MGs, but that doesn't feel great. Oh god, he's got shocks as well. I guess I have chuggy. I guess that's my plan.
Green machine on the move.
Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit offline.
Don't really want to move in here. I'm gonna make a bike in case he goes there.
Let's move in and groove. Your command
Oh, look at that. It's almost like I predicted it. Almost.
Buggy in motion.
Can't do it.
Boyka ready. Your command. Revving the launches. There's oil. For the Boyka launches.
Interesting choice to focus the chuggy there instead of the bikes. The bikes are the one killing you, dude.
Boyka ready to roll. Your command.
Yeah, there's the harvester. No surprises there.
Unit ready. Unit
I'm gonna go harass it. Actually, I'm just gonna kill this with the stealth tank. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Your command.
And then we're gonna chug you again. Bro, this iron cannon my stealth tank? That's so excessive. That's so excessive, dude. Wouldn't you rather save your money to build your tech unit than iron cannon a single stealth tank? Chuggy. Disgusting unit. That's not fast enough, right? No, I didn't think so. That was close though. I think I overestimated how long an iron cannon takes to fire. That was awkward.
New objective received.
Emir definitely plays tech.
Harvester ready.
Iberium is calling. We're ready to serve. Militia here.
Unit ready.
Taking position. Militia here. We're ready advancing.
Unit ready.
Brothers, move out.
Yeah, look, stupid dancing back and forth to try and maintain charge and stall. This is what Rivals is when you play against tech players.
Unit
I'm gonna go fast Chuggy because tech decks tend to be bad against Chuggy, although this is probably Nod Air. And Nod Air is just a nightmare for all Nod decks. Like, it's just gonna be really tough because Nod Air is really good versus Nod. So no matter what I do, I'm gonna have a hard time against Nod Air. That is the same. That is true. Whatever Nod deck you play, you're gonna have the same problem. Like, there are no Nod decks that aren't bad against Nod Air. Hatship just killed 2 bike squadrons. Seems reasonable. It is an anti-vehicle unit after all. Pretty sure. Yeah, I just lost the missile to catship.
major structural damage received.
Now I'm probably dead because he has Avatar. Well, actually, no, wait, I have Basilisk. What am I talking about? I forgot about the Basilisk splash. I can just go double halve and try and beat him in a tech mirror.
Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit offline.
I'm green. Let's prove the enemy.
Okay.
Unit ready.
He really likes boosting his catchips, doesn't he?
Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit offline.
Stay quiet.
Jesus, dude, are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. Whatever.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Position.
Harvester ready.
Harvest.
Unit ready.
Go. Let's go.
Well, at least this guy's not gonna have catchips.
Advance it. The unbelievers will suffer.
Unit ready.
Arcade.
Unit offline.
Stopping. Kill the unbelievers. We're ready. Taking position.
Unit ready.
Rip the unbelievers. What's needed?
Building online. Unit
I'm
offline.
gonna go for the early Chuggy because it opens up my war factory anyway.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Greedy meaty. Gardener up. There'll be no me garden.
Unit ready. Nuclear warhead launched.
Now I just hide the Chuggy behind lasers.
Unit offline.
We're ready, brothers. Get down on standby. We're in our enemies. Push lasers. No, come on. Let's prove the enemy. Lasers, take ready to kill the lasers. God will put lasers as green.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
We'll hit the
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Does he not have infantry in his deck? I guess it just gets wrecked by the chuggy. Oh, that's awkward.
Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Stand for waves in the garden.
Gotta get the lasers back on the pads if possible. Yeah.
Unit ready.
GG.
Missile launched. You are victorious. Control. 3, 2, 1. New objective available. Let's go. Harvester ready.
Harvest.
Have I played open water like every single game? Feels like I've played this map a lot in this run.
We're ready to serve. Building online. Destroy the Polish 4K. We're ready to serve. Militia. What's for them? Rip them up. Take your kill. We're ready to serve. Unit ready.
I'm gonna try and block this buggy with my chuggy rather than killing it. Get vehicles in the way.
Offline.
Yeah, nice.
Nuclear warhead launched.
Now, normally I want to go laser chuggy, but against buggies, that's not amazing because the buggies can beat the lasers.
Unit ready.
So I'm gonna make a mix of bikes and lasers.
I'm green and clean. Prune in our enemies.
Unit ready.
And I guess I'll make this stealth tank. That's probably not a good decision, honestly. Stealth tank to kill 30 cost units is not great because it's like the reload time is so long that you can't kill enough 30 cost units to be relevant. Like you're never going to run someone out of money by just killing 30 cost units over and over, so killing a few 30 cost units isn't really that relevant. Even if the stealth tank lives long enough to kill 4 30 cost units, which is the number you need to kill to actually make back the cost of the stealth tank, like to be up. The amount of, it's more about the tempo that the stealth tank isn't very helpful with. A Giga, if I kill that one, it makes the stealth tank worthwhile. Nice. Got him!
Missile launched. Enemy base destroyed. Establishing battlefield control.
Ooh, Mavlet. This is gonna be Giga again.
3,
Two of these free maps are really good for Giga.
mission received.
Now the question is, should I go Basilisk? Should I try and get to Basilisk? Like, should I be stalling? I probably should, right? I should probably be stalling like pretty aggressively and trying to get the Basilisk.
Unit ready. What's needed? Militia here.
I don't know if Basilisk comes out quickly enough to beat Gigas realistically. Like, I think the game might just be over from Giga cannons before you can get to a Basilisk.
Laser. What's needed? Militia here.
Laser squad, power and precision.
Although we're getting a lot of stall here.
Building online. Militia, don't stop me. Unit offline.
Your command.
What's needed?
Your command.
Unit offline.
Maybe I should go on double harvester
Revving
as the Giga, as expected.
rubber.
Ooh, that's a mistake. He moved it up too close. Oh wow, and he's trying to retreat it as well. I mean, he kind of has to, but also the amount of damage he takes retreating.
Unit ready.
It's kind of like, kind of a yikes, right? He doesn't get in there and start fighting right away. We're gonna take out the first Giga, which is huge. Now I'm gonna stealth tank and try and get in there again.
Unit offline.
Again, I've been charging, which is a mistake. I shouldn't have been doing this, because this Giga is going to be a problem. I need this to reload so I can kill the Giga cannon. Nice! That worked out really well. That's perfect timing.
Nuclear missile launched.
Harvester moving.
Unit ready.
Will moves with us.
I don't think he has infantry. I think he uses Chuggy as his anti-laser.
Lasers as he desires.
Well, he has lasers, but he doesn't have anti-infantry infantry, is what I'm trying to say. So it's actually pretty hard for him to push these laser walls. Which means we can chill. We've actually got basilisk now as well, as soon as we get pop cap. Once I get a basilisk involved in this formation, I don't know how he breaks it.
Unit ready.
Yeah, look, he has to come in with his Chuggy. Now I have a basilisk as well.
Unit offline.
I don't know how he beats this, to be honest. The basilisk is a big old problem for him. I should not have boosted. That was a huge misplay. Oh my god. If you boost, it dies in one stealth tank volley. I literally just lost that missile because I boosted. See, it lives if you don't boost. You only need 2 stealth tanks. Wow, I literally just threw that missile. That was so bad. Boosting that basilisk was a colossal misplay.
As he desires. Lasers charged. Lasers taking.
Unit ready.
Now we shall see.
Unit
Oh my
offline.
god. Kind of just showing off how insane his units are. Chuggy and Stealth Tank are both super gross units. Oh, he has Phantom in his deck as well. That's going to be a problem. I might have lost this game. I might have thrown it too hard here.
Carefully now.
I haven't got very much money now either.
Ready for anything.
If I go Basilisk his,
There we shall see.
go Basilisk his Harvester.
Your command is also smash up. No call for the Brotherhood.
No, I've thrown this game completely.
Unit offline.
Feels bad, man.
To the Brotherhood.
Unit offline.
Wow, I actually had this completely locked up as well. I completely threw this one. Like, there was no way I should have lost this game.
Our base has been destroyed.
Game.
3, 2, 1. New objective available. Let's go. Harvester ready.
Harvest.
Fanatics going upwards. What?
Unit ready.
Brothers, move out.
Who goes? Fanatic opening is really bad. Like, Fanatic opening is really bad, and this is why. Because Fanatics do not walk into rifles effectively. Fanatic opening is one of the worst openings in the game, I think. Like, the only time you can get a worse opening is by making an even more expensive unit than a Fanatic. Yeah, Fanatic opening is horrible.
Fear the green thumb. Let's prove the enemy. Stand always in the garden.
Unit ready. Nuclear weapon launched.
I'm gonna send all the units to my Harvester now. Very difficult play. Very high skill cap going for the Harvester.
Unit offline.
Giga Cannon as well. I don't really like, I have to go Basilisk against this again, I think, but
Unit ready.
yeah, Basilisk, really, like I was saying at the start, not that good, honestly, at killing other, like, you saw how, obviously I messed up the game before, like, I threw that game, I should have won, but the Basilisk doesn't just shut down a Giga Cannon. Like, it's pretty easy to stop it with Phantoms and Stanks. It just isn't that powerful a unit, honestly. Like, it's good because it does a ton of damage, which means it's good versus one high hit point target. Like, it is amazing versus a single high hit point target, like enemy tech units. That is what the Basilisk is good against. It is just not that good versus anything that isn't a tech unit, really.
Unit offline.
Yep, and now it's dead. I really don't like Basilisk. I think they're kind of terrible.
Unit ready.
I can't move in because if I go to block, the Giga's gonna kill my units because it's charged up. So I couldn't move and block there.
Unit ready.
Rolling out. Good day. There'll be no weak in the garden. Glory to God. Like you're ready to look at
Alright, now I should win.
Revving.
Yeah, once again the basilisk is really underwhelming. Doesn't even stop the Giga that well.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New mission received. Harvester ready.
Fully now.
You wouldn't mind if Basilisk has made 140 buffed hit points. Yeah, I don't think increasing the stats on tech units is the solution here. I don't think increasing the stats on tech units is how we fix Rivals. That is the problem with... That is one of the biggest issues in Rivals. Is tech unit stats are way too high. The problem with Basilisk is that it's incredibly immobile. Like, it's very, very slow to turn. It's very awkward to move around.
As he desires. Lasers will kill them. Militia here. What's needed? His will.
Alright, we'll go chuggy for these flamers.
Round up every last weed.
Unit offline.
Taking position. We follow you. And with a skipping step.
Mutant Marauder. Okay.
Ready to wade the garden.
Missile launched.
Attack point ready to rear the green. Clear in our enemies. Clear the green thumb. Clear in our enemies. Brothers, move out. What's needed? Ready to wade the garden. We're advancing. Breaker, no problem.
Don't really want to let him kill my bikes here.
Unit ready.
I guess I have to save the chuggy. Oh, lost the chuggy. Feels bad, man.
Unit enhanced. Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit
Sure, whatever,
offline.
man.
Unit ready.
Attack point, but don't like the look of that one.
Unit offline. Unit offline.
Guess I'll just spam lasers and chuggy again. Same thing I do every game. Because it's kind of all this deck does.
Missile cancelled.
Yeah.
Missile cancelled. Unit ready.
That is Inferno.
Unit offline.
Yikes.
Missile cancelled. Unit enhanced. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Attack point ready to roll. Our lasers will kill. Our lasers ready to run.
Unit offline.
Dude, this guy's making so many tanks.
Missile cancelled.
Alright, there we go.
Warhead launched.
Lasers will melt them.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective received. Harvester ready.
For the crystals.
Nothing makes Basilisk OP though, that's the thing, Mud Pusher. Basilisk just isn't OP.
Unit ready.
Stopping. What's need 4K? Destroy the
Blade looks like an out-of-work pro wrestler. Okay.
Unit ready.
I'm unsure if I should be insulted or not. I feel like being a pro wrestler would be kind of cool, so maybe that's fine.
Building online.
The out of work bit, not so great. But then if you listen to Crazy P, I'm unemployed, so...
Offline.
I wish someone would tell the government I'm unemployed, so I have to pay taxes.
Unit ready.
Laser squad. Which brothers move out? You're advancing. Launchers will bust their dial. Burning. Revving the engine. Breaker ready to...
Is he seriously going to send this Orca in to die against my bike? Okay. Is that worth? Really? To trade your Orca for my bike squadron? Seems not worth.
Unit offline.
Buggy, look at the spray.
The problem, Sam-a-lot, with tech, generally speaking, in Rivals, is that once you get to the late game, cost doesn't matter anymore because you have infinite money. That's one of the biggest problems. So increasing the cost to increase the stats does not. It's not a good balance change because cost just doesn't matter. Cost is irrelevant. If you're a double harvester player and you get to 2 minutes 30, cost is not a factor anymore. These decks can make an avatar every 20 seconds. Making it cost 20 more, no one's gonna care. So I don't really like that change. I don't like the change of making the basilisk better but more expensive. I think that's just a colossal buff because like double half decks are just gonna have infinite money anyway. So making things cost more doesn't matter. The problem with Rivals is the second harvester. Take the second harvester out and the game gets way better, I think. I wonder if he's happy about the outcome of this game.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
So Rip Red, you see how down here the Tiberium goes 60 and then this bar goes along and then this becomes 70? This has no ability to do to do 5. You can't have 15. It goes from 10 to 20. There's no 5. The way the game works is you have this bar, and each time the bar goes up, you get to 10 Tiberium, which is effectively just 1 Tiberium. Like they put a 0 on the end to like make because it looks better. It looks better to go 10, 20, 30 than to go 1, 2, 3.
Unit offline.
That's the reason. It's like a cosmetic thing. So you can't do 15 Tiberium. It's not possible. You can't have something cost 5 or 10 or 15 or 25. It just can't be done. The game does the UI does not support it. The UI does not support you going to 5s here, and the game wouldn't work either. Because if you had a single unit that had a 15 cost instead of in multiples of 10 cost, as soon as you built it, you wouldn't ever be able to use that 5 Tiberium until you built another one of those units. So it's just never gonna happen. So yeah. Oh, there are 0 that's correct, yeah, there's 0 programmers on the team. Even if there were programmers, I don't think they would ever add that. Even if the original team was in place, they would never change it to do that. Ever. They've made a very clear choice by doing this, right? Like they could have put 15s and 25s in the game. They've made an extremely clear choice. They don't want to do that. So even if you had the original team, they would never do that. This guy's tank is a bit of a problem for me. Tank is very good versus Chuggy decks because it kills Chuggies because it has Raider. Oh yeah, Scorpion tank is a bit of an issue for me. I guess I can basilisk. Or I could just okay, this tactic's gonna kill me. Nice. Another cat. Cool. Let's just get on this cat as well. Little bite. Nope, not gonna be enough. Just can't beat the cat chips. Same thing as always. Playing Nod. Can't really beat cat chips. I don't know if this is his only harvester. If that's his only harvester that he's pulled, then he's gonna be broke pretty soon. Yeah, like he's making a ton of militants now, which probably means he's just out of money. So I think we just win. We just win because he's out of money now. Yeah. He needs to stop making units because he's run out of money.
Mission accomplished. 1. New objective received.
Alright, last game, Akakimi.
Harvester ready.
Oh wow. 2 rifle start? Interesting.
Unit ready.
It seems unnecessary to do a 2 rifle start to get early advantage when playing strong arm, because you can always do this. Like your turret can give you the early game rifle advantage if you want it. But I mean, it's fine. Going 2 rifle start is pretty reasonable in general. Like if you feel like your deck needs the middle, if you need to win that rifle war, because you don't want to tech switch, like maybe your deck is really bad at tech switching because you have to go into like air that doesn't have an anti-vehicle unit or something, then it makes sense to try and force, like brute force your way onto the middle to guarantee that you win that middle. There's the turret. What are you talking about? Just gonna shred all my riflemen. I'm just gonna try and kill it. Turrets don't have very many hit points, so actually just trying to kill them is a good strategy. They do a ton of damage, so ignoring them and taking beats is not great. This Chuggy is just gonna clean up everything. You know how I was saying about how if you don't have an air unit that shoots down, then it doesn't auto. But it's gonna be too late. I'm gonna go hide behind these bikes. And you have to shoot them. Then we're gonna spam lasers, because that's what this deck does. It makes lasers and it hides Chuggy behind them.
Laser squad, ready for anything. Ready to read. Killer moving hard.
Unit offline.
Greedy meaty. Your command. Ready, no stopping. Ready, 10 buggy. No, come on. Let's prove.
Unit offline.
All round. Good date. Laser squad. Your command.
APC. APC could be a small problem. I guess we can go basilisk with quite a lot of money.
Stealth deck. Looking on.
Unit offline.
We shall see.
Unit enhanced.
The basilisk. Stay quiet. Your command. Your command. The shadows. Ready, please.
Unit ready.
For the brokery. Thumbs up.
I think we're pretty much just gonna win from here.
Ready to wait the guard. Your command. Is your command. Stay quiet. Stealthy and healthy. We'll hit them.
Unit enhanced.
Taking position.
Missile cancel.
This is why I left lasers on the back pad as well, because I was expecting the drone swarm to try and take it.
Enemy base destroyed.
Alright, there we go. 13-2. I threw one of the games super hard. The game against Mavlit, where I had the basilisk and the lasers set up. There's no way I should have lost that game. That was a gigantic throw. The other game we just lost to boosted cat ships killing our bikes. Like this one over here. We just lost to boosted cat ships killing absolutely everything in my deck. So that was kind of sad. But whatever, patch is coming soon. Avanash says patch will be 7 to 10 days from... what day is it now? I'm making this on the 28th of May. I don't know when it'll come out, but I'm making it on the 28th of May. And we should... a week to 10 days apparently from the patch. And then cat ship is going to get dumpstered probably. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the basilisk. I didn't particularly. I don't really like basilisk. I think it's kind of a bad unit. Like I think this deck is literally like these 5 units, and then you've just got this, and then you also have to play Oxanna because you have a basilisk, so you need Oxanna for the basilisk. But it makes the rest of the deck worse because you could be playing like Kane or Jade or Seth or something. Maybe not Jade because Jade's terrible. But yeah. I mean, it's just Chuggy Laser, basically. The deck is Chuggy Laser, and then you've got Pike and Stank for anti-air, and Militant to open with, but it's just a Chuggy Laser deck. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.